it's more interesting for the viewers and listeners to analyze and write the journal as we engage more into this session. We'll tell you more about our speaker, Dr. Amit Kumar, shortly after a welcome address. Now, I invite a director of BBDITM who inspired us and made our branch as strong as it is today, Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, for the welcome address. Sir, please proceed.
Thank you, anchor of the program. I greet Speaker of the Day, Dr. Amit Kumar Singh, who is IEEE the Chair of Hyderabad Section, a well-known professor in the field of electrical engineering. It's an honor to really welcome him, as well as I really feel privileged as well as fortunate to appreciate the key role of Professor Rafik Ahmad, who is the branch counselor as well as head of electrical and electronics as well as electrical engineering of BBDITM. And I also appreciate and acknowledge the organizing secretary of this program, Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui, who is always loaded with a lot of energy, enthusiasm, initiatives, and intellect, and make significant contributions, and at times played a key role in organizing different programs. I also appreciate all the electrical engineering department faculties for their mentorships with these versatile and talented students who are the office bearers of IEEE. In particular, I acknowledge the chairman of this student branch, Mr. Singh, who is an exceptional candidate, as well as vice chair, Mr. Marut Nandan Tripathi, who is also very talented. And then webmaster of this program, Sakshi Singh, and then really honor to really welcome all these talented team members. I particularly congratulate all IEEE members who have been joining with the times and really adding to the teams, not only in terms of number, but in terms of energy level and the diverse range of activities. May God bless this IEEE teams, and I wish all the best for today's programs. I'm sure, like in the past, this will also be an very enriching session. So thank you very much for this opportunity and privilege. Over to the anchor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your kind and encouraging words and all these best wishes. Now, introducing our speaker for the day, Dr. Amit Kumar is the CEO and Chief Scientific Officer of BioAccess DNA Research Center Private Limited. He served as Vice Chair of Technical and Professional Activities of IEEE India Council and Convener of Entrepreneurship, Innovation and Skill Development Ad Hoc Committee at IEEE Region 10. He is a member of Gaining Global Perspective on Conferences and Events Ad Hoc Committee of IEEE. Academically, Dr. Kumar is a professor at SJB Research Foundation, Bangalore, and editor of Springer Briefs on Forensic and Medical Bioinformatics. Dr. Amit was Secretary of IEEE Hyderabad Section from 2010 to 2012, Treasurer of IEEE Hyderabad Section from 2012 to 2015, Chairman of IEEE Computational Intelligence Society, IEEE Hyderabad Section from 2010 to 2013. He is member of the reputed Neural Networks Technical Committee of the Computational Intelligence Society, IEEE. We are excited to welcome you to our event, sir. The stage is all yours. Please proceed.
Thank you very much, the organizers. In fact, I want to thank the director of the institute and Professor Rafik for giving this opportunity for this program. In fact, this is a great initiative, in fact, by IEEE Region 10, and then with the sections about the specifically the membership development and the professional development of the students and young professionals. So without taking much of the time, I want to share my screen. Just a minute. I hope this is visible now. All right.
Yes, sir.
So in fact, IEEE has been doing a lot of stuff with several branches of engineering, and all IEEE members who are there in the session or even non-members will understand that this is an organization which is driven by members, for the members, and by the members. And later in the slides, I will also show you that what is the beauty of this organization, that this is one of the organizations where members are at the top. You have a lot of staffs working for this organization. You have several other professionals, but this is a member-based organization, and you can say member-driven organization, truly member-driven organization. And I have been fortunate enough to work in the IEEE Uttar Pradesh section with several of my colleagues, Professor S.N. Singh, Professor Ashish Singh, Professor Satish Singh, and so many other friends are there. And we have driven a number of programs together. So when this invitation came to me, Dr. Ashish called me that there is one MDLT program which he wanted me. So it was, in fact, an opportunity, and I accepted it very quickly. So let us start with the talk today. What I'm going to cover is, I will cover specifically the membership part, that how can you grow with IEEE. In fact, there are people with IEEE membership for different reasons. So we should understand why we are members of IEEE and what we are aiming to achieve with this IEEE membership. And you will be able to decide that which direction in IEEE you should dwell. Very recently, I spoke the similar slide in the local language. In fact, IEEE has come up with a very nice initiative called Reaching Locals. So here, all the IEEE technical talks or professional talks specifically, they are encouraging that if you are in India, you can deliver the talks in the local language, whatever language or state you belong to. If you are in any other country like Japan, the talks can be delivered in Japan, so that it can reach to as many locals as possible. So let us try to converge with the aim and objectives of IEEE and be a good professionals, and try to use the membership of IEEE to the fullest. So there is a very famous saying nowadays that if you are not networking, you are not working. So as the competition is increasing day by day, almost in every field, it's not only education or it's in the IT sector or something. In every domain, be it your professional life, be it your personal life, there are a lot of challenges, a lot of stuffs which have been very challenging. And then apart from the skills, you should also have network of like-minded people who can advise you, who can help you when you actually require those advices or help to tackle those situations. And IEEE is one of those organizations where networking, in fact, is well known for. You go to any IEEE conference, you will meet so many like-minded people who have been working in your area. They can mentor you, they can collaborate with you, they can in fact help you solving some problems. So everything is available. You will get people from industries, you will get people from academia, you will get, if you are a student, you will get several scholars who are working on specific problems, and so on. So IEEE is basically a teamwork. So you, me, anybody else who is an IEEE member, we are all the members of IEEE. Some of us are volunteers who do not get any remuneration because we are the volunteers of IEEE. It's our passion that this is a good platform to give back to the society whatever skills or whatever opportunities we have got by this society. Be it your parents, be it your teachers, be it your be it your society. Everybody has contributed to what we are, what we have become today. So this is a great platform actually, so that whatever skills you have acquired, whatever skills you have learned, it is a great platform to give it away. Whatever expertise you have gained, you can use that expertise to give back to the society and specifically for the humanity. And the good part is you can have network of like-minded people. So this is a general slide. Mostly IEEE members will know it, that we have more than 4 lakhs members in 160 plus countries. Many sections are there, like Uttar Pradesh section is one of the sections in India. Similarly, we have another 300 plus sections in the whole world. And the student members are enormous, actually. So that's what when we talk to the students about the IEEE membership, in fact, many of the students unfortunately are not aware what they can do with the IEEE membership apart from being an IEEE member. Many of the students who are part of a student branch, they will be able to get an opportunity to develop skills and to contribute and to participate with the student branch activities. Many of the students who are not aware, or in the colleges, if the student branches are defunct or something, they will not be able to know that. But even if you are not getting some good opportunities, or maybe your student branch is not in your close vicinity, your local section will be there, your council will be there, your region will be there, where you can participate and you can attend to the programs and contribute as well. So coming to the current crisis, if you IEEE has been one of the first responders, and why I am showing you some of the IEEE slides is like this is that it's not that IEEE itself is doing it. We, the members of IEEE, we, the volunteers of IEEE, find that this is our responsibility to respond to some of the crises which can be responded through the skills. IEEE has enormous members with a lot of skills. So if you see, IEEE has been one of the first organizations which responded very quickly to the current crisis of COVID. And they developed a response fund where members like you and me and many other, in fact, my section, we have got around 5 teams who got funded for the projects which were selected by the IEEE COVID-19 committees, and they have received the response for some of the projects are submitted back as well. So if you are an IEEE member or any other professional organization member, it is always your responsibility that with your skills, whatever you have developed, with your collaboration, with your networks, with your friends, you should, we have a responsibility to respond to that crisis or problem as early as possible and apply our skills to solve any problems which we can do. Apart from the COVID, I have a lot of examples to give, but recently, like some years back, there was a devastation in Nepal where many areas were devoid of electricity. In Kerala, the floods, many areas where there was no electricity, people in fact were suffering for charging their mobile phones. So several IEEE members came together. Whatever skills they had in engineering, they joined together and then they started brainstorming that how can we respond to this problem. Some of the places where the members themselves, they devised the portable chargers, which was given to people who were stuck in the flood for 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days, who can at least tell their near and dear ones that, okay, we are alive, we are safe. Similar cases with Nepal, where many solar lanterns were actually developed and distributed locally. So these are some of the examples where with your skills, how the members of IEEE or how the professional society members can contribute towards the community. And it's actually the responsibility. So for COVID, still many of your groups, if you are trying to devise some solutions to the problems which is because of this pandemic, you can reach out to this IEEE Foundation. They have IEEE COVID-19 specific special fund. You can apply, and if your project is found to be appropriate, you will be getting some support, and your team also can contribute towards this crisis. That's what we discussed, that together the strength and reach of IEEE network can be leveraged and make a difference worldwide. Another beauty, if you are, I don't say only IEEE, you should definitely update your knowledge by being a member of one of the professional organizations, and IEEE definitely is at the forefront. The mass says it all, that it is 160 plus countries it has existence. So if you are networked to the intra-country and inter-country engineers or members or the professionals, you have a strong reach towards several geographies, the mentors from the several geographies, the expertise from the several geographies. So with this network, you can brainstorm to solve bigger problems in a much simpler and easier way. And because of its presence in several geographies, several engineering and engineering areas, you will be able to get expertise and try to leverage all those what do you say qualities which is needed to solve any specific problem which can be engineered or which can be solved with the help of engineering skills. Who the members are? You talk to a person who is working in an IT firm, maybe the mediocre IT firm. You talk to about a person who is in one of the IT giants. You talk to people who are into the research institutes. You talk to people who are scientists or working in NASA or any other premier labs. IEEE has a great reach in almost all such organizations. And the members are so deeply rooted that they all come voluntarily. You need not really worry about that. If I ask him that, okay, I'm doing this project, can you help me? Maybe they will be hesitant, or maybe they will be asking her thousands of questions or something. It's not like that. It's a very friendly environment, and everybody works for only one cause, that whatever technology we have to work and advance all those solutions for the benefits of humanity. And that's what the message is from this professional organization. You talk about the private sector, you talk about the government sector, academic organizations. IEEE has members from everywhere. And the core purpose, the second line, for whatever you do, it should be for the benefit of humanity. As I was telling in the beginning, you can see that this is the organization, how IEEE works. At the top, members. So you and I are, as the members, we can raise voice, whichever is useful for the society. If you feel that for society and for humanity, some stuffs are important, you can raise it to the highest levels of the hierarchy in IEEE through your voice. You say the executive directors have to listen to it, educational activities board, standards board, technical activities, they all listen to it very generously, carefully. And if it is apt and it is agreeable by many of the volunteers and the members of IEEE, they will definitely put specific attention to that. So this is the beauty of this organization. I am not going to go more into IEEE membership benefits. Rather, I'll come to some of the professional aspects of IEEE. If you are a member, what benefits do you get professionally? You can go ahead and see the website of IEEE to understand more about IEEE constitution, IEEE bylaws, IEEE policies, and code of ethics, which keeps changing actually. This is how the regional structure of IEEE is. At the top, we have the Member and Geographic Activities Board. As I said you that it is 160 plus countries. So all the representation of all such countries are part of that Member and Geographic Activities Board. Then comes the regions. IEEE is divided into 10 regions. We are part of region 10. India comes into region 10. Again, from the regions, the lower organizational units, sections, you all come into the IEEE Uttar Pradesh section. Then comes the subsections, the chapters, then the student branches. So you are the part of a student branch under the IEEE Uttar Pradesh section. If you see this slide, you have to find what is the reason why did you join IEEE. One is access to technical information. Another is stay up to date in the technical field. Another is develop career opportunities. So access to technical information, it's not that apart from IEEE, technical information is not available. There are ocean of other resources where you have the technical information. But the technical information which is retrieved from IEEE, which is available with IEEE, it is understood or believed to be one of the most updated ones and reliable ones. Because as I told you that there is a diversity of organizations, diversity of the members who are the part of IEEE as a volunteer or as the senior members or the fellows who contribute to those technical information. So the information which you get, many of the students who whatever assignments or projects you do in your college level, your guides or professors will ask you that, okay, you please refer to one of the IEEE paper. So that kind of confidence people have. Because of that, people join IEEE that, okay, I will have updated or maybe most cutting edge technological information if I am a member of IEEE. Not only retrieving the information, if you are apt enough, if you are capable enough, or if you are a smart engineer or a smart technical person, you can contribute to that technical information as well. You can stay up to date in the technical field. It changes. So if you see IEEE Explore, I will show in the other slides, many of you know IEEE Explore, that every day some thousands of documents are added into that library. And then it is scrutinized well, that which of the documents are there which can go with the Explore, which of the documents do not meet the criteria of the quality and all those things. And all the scrutiny is done with the proper members, proper committees, which are at par with the technical knowledge. You can also develop career opportunities. In fact, in my personal experience, I have seen that if you are an IEEE member, specifically, you get to network with many industry professionals. You get to network with many senior level scientists and researchers who are working in the academic organizations and the research facilities. So if you are a student now, tomorrow if you are looking for a good job, or maybe you want to make a career in a specific research or maybe in industry, you have a background. You have a person who can mentor you. You can discuss with them, okay, I want to make my career in this. How far it is a good decision. In fact, even if it is a good decision, if you have a referral, if you have a mentor, if you have a friend who can help you with the steps ahead, it is a great boost. Apart from that, many top organizations, IEEE has got a job site. Many top organizations try to put their job profiles onto the job site, understanding that IEEE members who are going to apply through the job portal, they will be at par with the technology. They will be at par with the technical expertise what is needed. So by joining IEEE, you can also think of developing your career opportunities, build a community of colleagues. You are working on a project on ML or IoT or maybe the field of your interest. Now, until you don't discuss with people outside your organization or outside your group, you do not know what other part of the world is doing. You feel that, okay, whatever I have done is the best thing. So this gives you an opportunity that you can go and develop a community of the colleagues who are working on the similar problems, and more brains, more ideas will come, more brains, more brainstorming will happen, and then a better output is expected. So you can build a community, you can participate in the local and the regional activities. I said you that if you are a member of IEEE Uttar Pradesh section, you can very well attend to the events in your student branch, in your section, in your IEEE council, in your IEEE region. You must be receiving some or the other e-notices now and then, and obtain products and services. Spectrum is a very well reputed magazine, and it has been maintaining its status since years. So the editors of Spectrum, the authors of Spectrum are not coming from other planets. It is one among you, one among me, one among one of our members who are some or the other part of the IEEE. So Spectrum is one of the most reputed and most cutting edge engineering and technology magazine, which has actually covered so many Nobel laureate ideas. So many ideas which have got the fundings from several great funding agencies like Department of Energy in the US and so many other countries. So the kind of reputation which is built, it is because of the professional attitude and the dedicated attitude of the members of IEEE. All of us actually use many standards of IEEE, knowingly or unknowingly. Many of us do not know also. But most common IEEE standard which we use is the Wi-Fi. So if you want, you can go and see the IEEE standards website. You will have a lot of standards. They are numbered, and who invented it, who developed those standards, who contributed it, every detail is there. And then you will be able to realize that how IEEE has been making changes in your day-to-day life. You just imagine if Wi-Fi is not there, if you do not have access to internet, what is going to happen in this current time? So it's the responsibility when you develop a skill, when you take something from your peers, that how you advance it, how you develop your own stuff, so that it will be again very useful to the society going ahead. Somebody must have developed their standards. If that time he would have thought, okay, I am an IEEE member, I am a professional organization member. it's not my responsibility. I can go and put it on my own name and I don't share anywhere else. So maybe he would have benefited commercially, professionally, everything. But the brand of IEEE, the dedication of IEEE is reflected in its services and its standards in whatever operations IEEE does. So whatever skills we are developing through our acquaintances and all the resources available, including the standards which you are using now, including the papers which you are referring now, including the mentors who are guiding you. It's our responsibility to develop something like that so that the next generations also will be able to utilize all those things. This is the IEEE Explore page. Most of you must be using it. So if you are a member, you get to network with several top industries, be it Microsoft, be it Wipro. There are several industries who are the friends of IEEE, or maybe they have some pact with IEEE in the form of a memorandum of understanding or whatever is that. So what I mean to say is, if you are an IEEE member and try to excel with your corporate stuff, you want to make a good network of the corporate members, you can definitely join the channels or the communities where you have the members coming on from the industry. And the data is properly available, not in the form of email IDs or something, but you have a specific tool nowadays IEEE has developed, is called Collaborative. So like your LinkedIn profile, like your Facebook profile, you can also go and make a collaborative profile. It is completely a technical networking. IEEE TV is there. So if you want to listen to a conference which is held in some or the other countries where you could not go because of so many reasons, and you wanted to attend to it, you wanted to listen to those talks from all those top giants, IEEE TV is a great resource. If you are an IEEE member, it is accessible to all the people there. If you are a member, all the members must be having an IEEE email alias as well. So it connects you to the organization. When you send an email to somebody with your name @IEEE.org, it gives a different message that, okay, this guy is from a reputed organization. This guy must be networked with people. This guy must be having kind of advanced networking, advanced knowledge, because this organization is well known for that. This organization is very well having good reputation for that. And community, which we discussed, you can have local communities, you can have global communities, you can have national communities, because all the members are like you, me, and anybody else coming from the academic organization or maybe the corporates. Jobs, we discussed it. So 3-4 years back, I actually ran an initiative called IEEE Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and then Innovation. So this was all about going to the local cities and then talking to the startups there, talking to the industry professionals there, and connect them to the local section. And this initiative worked so well that currently also, not only in India, we also went to Singapore and Malaysia, where the local industries joined the IEEE local sections and the universities where they had the student branches. And now the relationship goes on. So the students are directly connected to those industries through this initiative, because they have been inviting them for specific networking events, specific talks, or maybe some workshops, or maybe for judging. And they do not need to transport them. They do not need to invest for the travel. The speakers also, or the professionals who are coming from the industry also, they need not find time or find leave from their organizations to go back. So why I tell you is that even if you are at a student branch, at a small place, you can network with the nearest professionals there. You can bring them to your communities, and you can get mentored, be it a job, be it a skill development, be it any other technical know-hows. That will be very helpful. And the beauty of doing this thing is it is recognized globally. Even if you at your student branch, you bring 2 people from Lucknow or from Kanpur or maybe from Allahabad, it will not be treated as that, okay, this is a local activity and all those things. It is at par with you are bringing one industry professional and networking from any other country, and you brought the industry professionals from your local geography. This works actually. So IEEE has been working very passionately with several local organizations. And if you are introduced to those organizations from your student life or from your research life, it is very easier to excel well in your career when your studies are over, or when you try to switch the job. Maybe you got one job and now you are willing to switch the jobs. So this helps you a lot. Several awards, very reputed awards. I will just give an example that our former president, Dr. Abdul Kalam, also was awarded by IEEE, and then he got one of the highest awards, Founders Medal by IEEE. Apart from that, we have got the some of the IT giants chairmen also who have been awarded by IEEE. So all the awards and medals by IEEE are very reputed. If you are able to receive one of them, it is a great recognition when you go for your higher studies, or maybe you go for your career, or maybe if you go for any mentorship or internship or any other help which can be useful in your career. So this we discussed. I will try to skip some of the slides so that at the end we will have some time for the networking. Also, I think I have some time left for me. Okay, so to summarize what we discussed till now, we have several stuff coming into IEEE TV, which comes from many resources: news, television programs, several other organizations, all the best practices. Potentials is a very nice magazine which can tell you that how the students are doing in their colleges, what is the environment in your college, and what is the environment in a college which is running in US. So IEEE Potentials covers some of the best experiences from the engineering campuses or the technical universities and the colleges campuses. So if you are a member of IEEE, and if you are a student member and have subscribed to IEEE Potentials, you will be able to know the best practices which universities and academic organizations are taking from several institutions throughout the world. E-learning library is there. The IEEE has got around 38 societies, 39 I think now. So all the societies have their publications, and IEEE publications are understood to be the best publications throughout the world. So you can have the access of those publications. You have the ebook library. During the COVID time, IEEE has made many books free of cost or free to access. You can download those books and you can keep it for your further research, or maybe your assignments, or maybe your project works, or maybe any other technical steps which you want. It also helps you in developing your career goals, not only the network of the professionals. It also helps you if you want to develop a good resume, if you want to develop a good profile, what a good resume will look like. There is something called IEEE Resume Lab. There is something called IEEE e-learning library. There is something called IEEE job site and career alert emails, consultants database. So there are a lot of steps which many IEEE members are not aware that how we can develop professionally with all these benefits which is given by IEEE, except if we are an IEEE member, we are confined mostly to our student branches or the sections. But IEEE is not only confined to those levels. Several awards, around 16 medals are there in IEEE. And all, even if you get one medal, you will be, it's a kind of global recognition for you. Apart from winning those awards, you can also contribute in those awards. If you want to go and volunteer for those awards, because as I told you that this is an organization which is driven by members, for the members. So you can also participate in the awards program if you have experience at your organizational unit level, maybe it is section or maybe it is region. You can apply for the IEEE volunteering opportunities at the awards level, where you help IEEE in scrutiny of the awards, identification of the persons who are most eligible for those awards. These are the contacts. Anyways, I will share this slide, which you can again use it. So all the members, many of the members I also see, they're very reluctant to go and see their profile, IEEE membership profile. Until or unless you do not log into your profile page, you do not know what professional and technical development stuffs are already there in the kitty. So you should go and log into your profile page and update most of the things. If you update most of your profiles, maybe if you are studying, what is your level of education, what area you are studying, if you are working, what company you are working, or what area you are working, until or unless all these informations are not available, IEEE will be profile page will be confused what to show you and what not to show you. You can in fact choose the preferences. What interests you? You are interested in employment, you are interested in technical stuffs, you are interested in papers, you are interested in education. So accordingly, IEEE will time to time show you the stuffs related to your interest. as I was telling you, this is a great development by IEEE. In fact, it's not very popular as yet, but slowly it is picking up within the IEEE members. There is something called IEEE Collaborative. Many of you must be the members of IEEE Collaborative, and you must be having IEEE Collaborative profile. But if you want a real professional network, you have to join this collaborative, and not only joining, because many people join IEEE membership and then do nothing except putting their that into the CV. Similarly, if you join collaborative and you are not active, it is useless for you. Go to collaborative, make a nice profile, and then you try to use this platform for the professional and technical networking. This is how it works. Go to IEEE Collaborative, complete your profile, go to the user forum, then join at least 1 or 2 communities or whatever interests you. Because until you do not join those communities or things of your interest, you will not be able to know what other people are doing. What are the other opportunities which are available in those communities, so that you can contribute, you can consume all the stuff which is being discussed there or being contributed there. Apart from that, you can go and post your views, which actually, because it is an initiative of IEEE, so it reaches to the top level in IEEE, whatever your views are. And if it is interesting, people definitely want to consult you, people talk to you and take it forward if your ideas are really interesting. You can create your professional network by connecting with people whom you are communicating with or you want to communicate with, and then a lot of networking stuff is there. So in one line, I will tell you that IEEE Collaborative is one place shop for all your membership benefits. You can network with your peers, you can go for collaborations, you can go for your professional development. If you are interested in your career opportunities, you can go and network with your industry peers, industry colleagues. So many other steps are there. So if you have not joined Collaborative, or if you are not active in Collaborative, please try to spend maybe 2 hours or 3 hours in a week in developing the profile and using Collaborative. So your membership is enriched through participation, learn, contribute, and then influence. As I told you, being an IEEE member, or not only IEEE, any professional society member doesn't suffice anything except writing on your CV, or maybe if you do well in your career later, if you are a professor or if you are an industry professional, simply you will write this in the signature that you have been an IEEE member, senior member, or something like that. But until you do not contribute, until you do not influence others, the whole membership benefit is actually not what I say that it's not true. You have to enrich yourself, you have to contribute for the others and influence others. That why did you join there? What are your contributions? How you have got benefited? Several meetings and events. Local area, you can join several meetings from your local section. You can attend to the conferences happening in your local section. So in fact, if you have updated the profile in Collaborative and your IEEE membership website profile, you will get those alerts. Nowadays, IEEE has also got an IEEE app. You can download it and you can set that which informations do you want to receive. Is it your local geography, local section, local council or region or the worldwide? Every information will be there on your mobile as well. If you want to volunteer for IEEE, as we are like, I am one of the volunteers of IEEE. I have been volunteering since 2009. So if you want to volunteer for IEEE and if you want to enrich more people because you have got benefited by this organization, you can go to this website, IEEE.org volunteer. Several volunteer opportunities are there at many levels, at your section level, at your council level, at your region level, at the member and geographic activities level, awards level, educational activities, entrepreneurship, innovation. There are several communities where you can go and contribute. You can be a member of society. As I was telling you, there are 39 societies. This is a myth that IEEE is only for electrical engineers. IEEE has 39 societies, people from engineering and in medicine and biology, to aerospace engineering, to electrical engineering, to computer science. All these engineering domains, domain professionals are part of IEEE. There are several members, there are many members from all these societies. So you can join one of those technical societies depending upon your technical interest. And about 50% of the IEEE members, out of 4 lakhs plus members, 50% of IEEE members also belong to a society. Because there is no fun in joining an organization where I'm not very sure, because this is a technical organization. This is not a charitable organization where you have to go and work towards the society as a charity. with your technical steps, you have to contribute towards the society. So until or unless you do not have peers who are known to your technical profile, it will be very difficult. So you should also, if you are a member, you should choose a technical society of IEEE where you can you want to network and collaborate. Apart from that, you have several affinity groups, young professionals affinity group who have just graduated. There are groups on women in engineering. There are groups on life members there are people who are, let us say, have been IEEE members from last 25 years or 30 years. They also make a community in IEEE. So people can go and browse through the life members communities and contribute there as well. These are the special interest groups. If you are interested towards women engineering focused activities or young professional activities, if you want to contribute towards the standards, if you want to develop a standard which can be beneficial for the members, there is a big scrutiny. If you want to contribute a standard which can be used by the people worldwide, it's a kind of what do you say, when you go for an idea and patent it, it takes its own time for a scrutiny, and then finally if the idea is accepted by the board, the patent is awarded for you for some years. Similar is the process with the IEEE standards, that if you have some idea which you think can be a good standards and it will be helping the community or maybe industry or maybe any other organization, you can write a document, you can go and interact with the standards people and then submit those standards. They will scrutiny. If it is acceptable to them, they will also fund you. They will also connect you to the proper communities. And if it is accepted, that the standards will be marked on your name ever, which will be governed and maintained by IEEE throughout. Google Apps are there. So you get an email ID which is now 30 GB storage. Earlier it was connected to only your email ID. Resume Lab. So you can go and check whatever profile you have. In fact, I suggest all the students, I do not know how many students are there, but maybe if you are at a student level, many people think, okay, I just need a biodata just for record purpose. That's a myth actually. If you are in third year or fourth year, you should start thinking how to build your resume so that it can attract the outside world. Until you are in college, you are in a good support of your professors, you are in a good support of your mentors, they take care of you, they correct your mistakes. But once you are out of your college, then people eye you with lot of expectations that, okay, he must be proficient in English, he must be proficient in this programming language, he must be proficient in tool development. And resume is your marketing document kind of thing. Whatever you know, whatever you want to represent yourself, because everywhere you will not be allowed to go and talk to people that, okay, I have done this, I have done this, I have this expertise. Your resume speaks about yourself. So IEEE has a nice tool where you can go and develop your professional resume, and whatever is needed for an industry, they will guide you. Whatever needed for a higher study, they will guide you. And even if you are preparing for some interviews, there are several interview practice questions which you can go and see. And all these questions, all these resources are developed by some or the other volunteers who have been well experienced in all those interviews, or maybe scrutinizing the resumes or scrutinizing the profiles. Several discounts. In fact, all of you who are IEEE members, you can also be covered by IEEE medical insurance, and it is very cheap. If you take the same medical insurance from the same agency without being an IEEE member and with being, there is a hell lot of difference. So many of the members of IEEE also opt for the medical insurance, which gives unparalleled and unmatched benefits with a good responsibility. Apart from that, there are so many other benefits if you are an IEEE member. They have collaborated with Wiley Books. So if you want to contribute a book with Wiley, you can take the IEEE route as well. Update your preferences, which we discussed just now. Either it is collaborative or either it is your website profile. You have to update your preferences to be updated and get all those apt informations which you want to see. This is the contact center. Really nice service actually. If you have some problems, maybe with your membership or maybe some confusion by using some or the other tools which is available, you can write to them and they respond very fast. We discussed this. Member Digital Library. As I discussed with you that there are several books which are free to download. And during this pandemic, several articles related to COVID is also made free of cost. Otherwise, if you're an IEEE member, you get 25 articles per calendar month. And from the digital library basic, you have 3 articles per month. Ebooks. So this is the whole link what we discussed just now. This I have collated at one page. Collaborative we discussed. I'm just showing you how it looks like. We have home, people, network, communities, groups, opportunities, similar like LinkedIn, similar like your Facebook profile. But the good thing is it has all the professional touch. It has all the professional needs fulfilled at every domain. This we already discussed. You can connect to a global network of engineers, programmers, and technologists who share your passions in the latest trends of science and technology. You can join the discussions. You can create your own small working groups. You can promote events, your conferences and meetings. So that's all from my side. And now, if you have any discussion points, I'll be able to take questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I have one question.
Yeah.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes. Sir, how one can become IEEE senior member or IEEE fellow? Means what is the criteria of this?
See, for IEEE senior membership, you should have around 10 years of experience. After that also includes your graduation. So if you have 10 years of professional experience, you can apply for an IEEE senior membership. That also counts your PhD experience. When you are doing your PhD, that also is counted. And for fellow, IEEE fellow, you can apply, but IEEE fellow needs many more criteria. In fact, your contribution or your research must have been recognized and counted by several professionals in your own areas, and it should have impacted the humanity, and it must have been recognized. So there is a big committee actually. When you apply for an IEEE fellow, a big committee scrutinizes it, and then if you are found apt, then you will be elevated as a fellow. For an example, I'll tell you, in Hyderabad section, we have around 6,000 members. So we have close to 700, 600 people who are senior members, and then around 8 fellows. Similarly, in your Uttar Pradesh section also, I do not know how many fellows, but usually the fellows are very less because the process is very stringent.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Sir, my next question is, as you have mentioned, your PPT online tool to help IEEE members create CVs, resumes, and cover letters, and 900 interview questions and videos. So, sir, actually, if these facilities are given by IEEE, so these are free of cost, or after membership we need to pay something? Or
no, they are all free. They are all free.
Okay, they are
all accessible free. See, I think the good thing about IEEE membership is once you pay, I think most of the things comes free for you. And apart from, I think only one challenge is there, that if you want to download papers from Explore, I think there is some restrictions to that. You can download X number of papers if you are an IEEE member, and then again for accessing, again you get discounts.
Okay, sir, suppose we have BTech students. My next question is, and if somebody has taken IEEE membership and he is one is keen to do research, so how IEEE can help to him, because he is just going to build his career and he is just showing interest. So how he can involve to IEEE to understand about their area of interest and innovation?
Yeah, so this is a nice question actually. See, for every year, let us say a student joins in the first year, and a student who is into third year and the fourth year. So for every year, the membership benefits are a kind of different stage of benefits, and they need to be guided. If they are in the first year, they definitely should be inducted into the IEEE student branch of that college. If you do not have a student branch, definitely there should be a student branch which should be formed by making 6 IEEE members. And initially, they should be made aware about the technologies, cutting edge technologies, which are there coming into those areas. Because in the first year, people are not that much mature to read the research papers and all those stuff. So they can be shown that what is IEEE and what are the opportunities available. Apart from the technical, they can network, they can make a collaborative profile and all those stuff. Then slowly when they get promoted, maybe in the second year, they should be actively involved with IEEE student branch. Maybe they will be able to volunteer for their student branch so that they get an exposure, how to organize events, how to talk to people, how to professionally talk to people, how can they develop professional network. Because whenever you organize an event like this, you called me, you must have called so many other people. So if it is a physical event specifically, so the students who are responsible for manning all these things, they get to know and talk to so many professional people. That's how they learn how to network and talk to people professionally. When they go to third and fourth year, then the focus is on job. So then they should be guided that what kind of network at this stage will be beneficial for them. Shall they join a young professionals program? Shall they go to the collaborative community where a lot of corporate members are there, so that it will be a kind of stepwise benefits for them. But I only suggest that whatever student branches is there, I think branch counselor definitely has a big responsibility in creating the awareness for those student members.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Sir, you have mentioned one is an IEEE, one is a collaborative, one professional network, like LinkedIn. Like LinkedIn. So, sir, I had seen there. Suppose I'm using LinkedIn. If I'm sending message to somebody and he is replying. So in IEEE Collaborative, I think this service is not there actually. So just I want to understand about what facilities IEEE Collaborative is given in short.
It's same. I think what you said is also available. Let us say in IEEE Collaborative, if you connect with me and you want to send me a personal message, you can do that. You can send me a personal message and I will be able to reply to you. Apart from that, IEEE Collaborative also, let us say you are interested in machine learning communities. You can join that community and you can also say that I want to contribute maybe towards the standards, towards a specific technology. You want to present the write-ups, or maybe you want to present an article. All such stuffs are there. Good point about Collaborative is that it is a kind of own feeling. In LinkedIn, when you, I completely agree and know that LinkedIn is a much bigger community than Collaborative for now. But when you go to Collaborative, actually, if you are an IEEE member and I am an IEEE member, there is a kind of bondage which you will not find on any other social networking platform, including LinkedIn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, if any other question from any participant, please. I think, sir, we have discussed all questions. So, Shrikant, please proceed further.
Dr. Khadim?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
actually,
sir.
I would like to add that, as Dr. Amit said very rightly, that almost everything is free except the restriction in publication. Now, thanks to the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Nalanda Consortium is there. And there is a scholarship to all the students. So even that restriction is that is no more valid for AKTU students, because Nalanda Consortium has a IEEE package. So through that they can download as many paper as possible. So I think IEEE plus AKTU student membership or being a student of AKTU gives you absolute total access to IEEE. So that's, I think, a great incentive to all the IEEE student members. I would say student of AKTU. That is what is an edge that it gives to the AKTU students. So I think there is every reason for all those students who are present here in this program, even in those cases who are not the member, to immediately join this, and I think it will make a change, as rightly said by Dr. Amit Kumar sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, Shrikant, now can we can proceed further, please?
Sure.
Thank you, Dr. Kumar, for such an insightful presentation. I'm sure our audience learned a great deal about the IEEE resources and how it would help in the betterment of ourselves as well as the society. I again invite the audience if they have any queries for the speaker. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Khadim Moin Siddiqui for a vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you so much, Anchor. So now I'm going to give vote of thanks. Very good afternoon to everyone. A very good afternoon, Honorable Speaker, Mr. Amit Kumar, Chair IEEE Hyderabad Section, Honorable Director BBDITM Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, respected HOD ENDN Professor Rafik Ahmad, Dr. Parthish Paul, Branch Counsellor ADGITM Delhi, faculty participants, student participants, and volunteers. It's my proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks on the second day of 7-day event IEEE Virtual Boot Camp under IEEE Art and SEC Membership Development and Leadership Training. Today, a splendid lecture has been delivered by none other than a great personality and professional and working for humanity since a long time. Yes, today's speaker, Mr. Amit Kumar, Chair IEEE Hyderabad Section, topic on professional and development on the importance of perception and cognitive approach to thinking for people in HTM and how it helps in improving the world. I take this opportunity to express our profuse gratitude and sincere thanks to Honorable Speaker, Mr. Amit Kumar, Chair IEEE Hyderabad Section, for guiding us in this event. Sir, you have enlightened us on the fabulous topic on professional development, and we have learned a lot. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation and giving us your valuable time. I take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks and deep gratitude to Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, Honorable Director BBD ITM Lucknow, for his esteemed presence among us and for presiding over the event. The valuable thoughts that he has expressed on this occasion will no doubt are helpful and great motivation for amongst us. Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. Further, I would like to thank to our respected HOD, Professor Rafik Ahmad, for his constructive suggestions and concrete support. Sir, without your constructive suggestions, we cannot organize this kind of program in the effective way. Thank you so much, sir. I extend my thanks to IEEE Student Branch, ADGITM Delhi, led by their branch counselor, Dr. Parthish Paul, for their support. Now, thanks to all participants for joining us and making the event successful. At last, thanks IEEE BBDITM student members for your dedication of smooth conduction of the program. Again, thank you so much all.
Thank you, sir. Now for the assignments, I would like to mention that the assignment link will be provided in the chat section as well as on our WhatsApp group. Today, you have to complete a quiz on the webinar. Please visit the website and you will find every detail, every instruction in there. Submit your feedback and assignment today only. Once again, please visit the website of IEEE BBDITM. Tomorrow, we will see you on day 3 of IEEE Virtual Bootcamp. We invite you all for a counseling session on life in STEM, startups, and much more. Visit the website to know everything about the event and for every further new notice. Don't forget to complete your assignments. Please find the links in the chat section.
Now